Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I've come back in with Frosty and Friends, and this time I'm using the Greatest of Friends. So I've already cut out a piece of card that is 6 by 6, folded a 6 by 12, sorry, folded in half at 6, and then I've done two cutaway pieces of 1.5 inches on each side. So I've got the 3-inch piece in the middle, and the one I'm going to be going with today is this snowman topper one. So that is going to be that one, and then I've got a piece of the matching paper and a piece of the matching card that goes with that topper, and this is going to be used on the inside of the card, and then this one's going to be on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a bit of silver mirror, which is oversized mirror. So I'm just going to cut one piece down for the inside of the card. So I'm going to go 2 notches under the 6 and 2 notches under the 6, and then I need to cut a piece for the front of the card, which needs to be 3 wide by 6 high. So 2 notches under the 3 on this one, and then again 2 notches under the 6 for the front of the card. And then I have some card left over which can go over there for now. So I've got that and that and that. And then this one is going to be the front of the card. So this piece needs to be 4 notches under the 3 by 4 notches under the 6, like so. So that bit and that bit should all fit on here, and then onto there, like so. And then this one will have this piece here, which is going to be, do I want to go with that one or do I want to go with this one on the inside of the card? Let me just have a little look. Let's see what I'm going to decide to do. So if I go that way, then I have the snowman underneath as well, and then I can put the insert paper on the back. So I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to go 4 notches under the 6, and then I'm going to go 4 notches under the 6 this way. So on this one I'm cutting off more or less the musical notes, which I can use that on another card. And then we have the piece of silver mirror, which is here, which will go on there like so. I'm just going to work out which way around I want to put that on. So that's going to go on that way. So that is all the cutting for now. So I'm just going to bring in my card. And this one, I'm just going to get my all-purpose glue out. Just this one. And get this top piece. Just going to put some of that on there. Then I get my tacky glue, take the pin out, and then I'm just going to put some tacky glue on these 4 corners, like so. Turn the mirror over the other way so I can place this down onto the mirror. Hopefully I'll get it on straight. A little bit of wriggle room on there as well. So that's that one. Oops, moved. See, when I picked it up it moved. So just going to try and place that one back over there like so. And I'm going to do the same with this one. All-purpose glue just in the middle, and then some tacky glue on the corners. And then I'm going to place this down onto this one. Give it a bit of a press down to make sure that it sits straight. This one's still moving about, but that's good because it wasn't quite straight. Now it is. So we're coming in with this one, as I said, but I'm not going to use the middle frame on this one, so I'm just going to take that off and put that to one side, and I'll probably use that on a totally different card. Oops, a bit bent, that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this one in the inside of it, like so. Some tacky glue as well. The bottle actually needs filling up. This one, and my other bottle that I have is blocked for some reason. So just going on the inside with this one, press down until you're happy with it. A little bit of glue seeped out there, that's alright, just wipe it away. And then go in with some more tacky glue, all-purpose glue, sorry, on this bit of the card for the front of the card. Bit of tacky glue again on these corners. And then this can be fixed, glued to the front of my card. Oh, and I've put that upside down because the notes are supposed to be that way, so we can just turn that around, and there we have the front of the card and the inside of the card as well. And then I've got stuck to my messy mat. So then this is going to come across this way like that, like so, with this sitting in the middle. Might go down a little bit, I'm not sure. So we can go down like that. I'm just going to have a little play around and see what sentiment I'm going to use on this one. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. 'Tis the season to be jolly. That's a little bit big. They're all a little bit big actually. To a special friend at Christmas. That's more. That goes more with the one with the deer in the front. Good friends, great cheer. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That one seems to be a little bit big as well. Oops. A little bit stuck for what sentiment to use on this one, because if I go down too low it's not going to look right. So if I was to go with this one, 'Tis the season to be jolly, or let it snow might be the perfect one. I think that's not the right shade of blues in that one. I'm going to try this one here, this oval shaped one, and then see what I feel. I think that one looks, oh, drop that one. That one looks a little bit better and will work with this. So we're going to go with that one, I think. So this one I'm just going to put some foam pads on the back. So I'm going to put this one down first. Hopefully that's going to go there. And then with my scissors I'm just going to cut these ones down just a tad. gets very sticky, these scissors, when I cut down pads. So I'm just going to place that one on there, and then place that one on there, and that little bit's left over. Peel these backings off, like so. Just going to put a little bit of tacky glue on these. Oops, fallen over. And then stick that down onto there. And then this one, just so I know where I need to stick my foam pads, I'm going to try and make that central, so it needs to go there. So I need one of these, I think. These little thin strips, and these are thin strips. So I need to go from that snowflake kind of there across to about there, so not too far along, and then the same sort of distance with this one, so we're just going to go across to there. And if you can hear my tummy rumbling, I'm sorry. Okay, just going to put another bit on this one, and then that should be these foam pads, strip ones, are from Amazon, and they're a little bit fiddly because they're very kind of, when you pull them off the backing and you try and stick them down onto anything like this, they tend to get stuck to your fingers and all that, so they are very sticky in that way. But once they stick to you, and that is it. I need to straighten this up so I can put this onto the card so it's more or less central with how I want the card to look. So I'm just going to straighten that up a little bit. Just make sure that it's not going to overhang on both sides, and I'm just going to go and gently tip that up just to see if my foam pads are in the right place, which they are. So now I'm going to come back in with these oblong foam pads, which are from Amazon again. No, they're not. These ones are from The Work, sorry, not Amazon. These come in a pack with a roll like this, and so many of these sheets as well. So I tend to get quite a few of them just because of the foam pads, not because of the foam roll. The foam roll is what actually makes my scissors really sticky. Trying to cut it down to size, and yeah, it's quite a pain in the bum. And I've gone too far over with these again, so I'm going to have to see if I can rectify this again. So I'm going to have to pull that one off. Get off my fingers. I'm going to have to see if I can pull this one and try and turn them around like that, because I think this will go over too far on the edges. It's because I'm busy chatting away and I'm not concentrating on what I'm actually doing on my topper. I'm just going to pull them off and try and turn these ones around, which they come off. These ones are pretty good to get back off again once you put them on, so hopefully that should work I'm not too far over this edge now. So that should be fine. Oh, that's my pin. Just bring this back in. Try and line it up so it's even. Just going to pick that up for a minute. I haven't stuck that down yet. It's just a little bit off to one side, so I'm just going to try and do it. That's a bit better. So then it should hopefully not come through on the other side, which is cool. So that's how that one is going to look. I mean, if you wanted to, you could put that so it was up the top and the sentiment down the bottom if you prefer doing it that way. So that is that one. I'm just going to place some gems on once I find ones that I would really like to use on this card. I've got so many gems, I don't know which ones to go for sometimes. So I'm just going to have a look. I might have put some like ivory maybe, or I've got some silver ones which I could go with, which goes with the holographics. Just trying to have a look. Look, some of them are pewter. Some of them are shiny, some of them are pewter. I've got black ones, but black's not going to work with this. So I could go with the pewter. Or if I wanted to be, I don't know what the word I'm looking for at the moment. Go with, let me see. Let's have a look, see what this one's like. No, not them ones. What are you? Oh, I could go with these. I've forgotten the colour of them. Ivory colour. Or I should really figure out what kind of gems I'm going to use when I'm making the card, really. But hey ho. Oh, I could come back in if I've got some clear ones. Yeah, I'm going to come in with these shiny clear ones. Look like they might be the perfect fit for this card. I'm just going to tip a few out there. Get my tacky glue. I'm going to turn my card upside down just so that I can put some glue for these gems to go on. And I get my picky up tool. These are not very big gems, so I'm just going to place one there. Place one there. I don't know if these are all different sizes. Yeah, they are actually different sizes. Didn't even realise. And oh no, you're too small. I need another medium size. There you go. That one to put on there, just like so. Oops, moved that one slightly. I'll grab my other tool just so I can move this across and maybe down a bit. There we go. Give them a little bit of a push down. Oops. And there we have it. My sentiments doesn't look very straight at the moment, or is it just me? Oh, it's just me, I think. It's the way I had the card sitting. So that's all I'm going to put on there. I think this side on my right, yeah, my right side, the gems are a little bit bigger. They could be the same size, but they look slightly bigger in size. But maybe I'm wrong. It's hard to tell. I think they are small, some big ones and some medium size, or I think they're medium and small or big. It's hard to tell when they're upside down, but they are different sizes in there. I think they're a mixture of different sizes. So that is that card done, first card done. So I'm just going to have a little think of for my second card out of this topper set. and see what I can come up with for my second card, and I shall be back. Okay, so I'm back with my second card. So I've cut a piece of card down from an A12, from a 12 by 12 to a 12 by 6, and I've cut 3 along here, and I have cut a piece of acetate which is 3.5 by 6, which is going to go on the inside on this bit, and then the topper that I'm using for this one is this one here. So with that in mind, what I am going to do is I'm going to bring in some red liner tape, just so I can fix my acetate onto the inside of the card. Just trying to work out which way around the snow is, that way. So I'm just going to place this down onto my acetate, snip it off just there, give it a bit of a burnish down because acetate, just so that sticks to the acetate. And then I'm going to use my pokey tool just to bring tape backing off. Hopefully it leaves my fingers. So I'm just going to line this up onto here, and hopefully I can line. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to place this on the inside of my card so I can line it up with the edge to edge, and then bring this over. Didn't cut that big enough really. So it's just going to be a little bit smaller than what I anticipated. There we go. So that's going to sit like that. Like that. And then I'm going to find what card it is. I think it's this piece here. So I'm going to come in with this one, but I'm not going to use the one, because if I put the reindeer and the Father Christmas on there, I don't think you're going to actually see it on there, to be quite honest. Just trying to work out what I am going to do with this one. Okay, I'll just put that to the side for a minute. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to need a bit of a silver mirror, which I've got over here. And then I need to bring in my trimmer. So I need it to be 2 notches under the 3, and then 2 notches under the 6, which that'd be for my front of my card. That's fine. Couldn't see properly for a minute. So then I'm going to bring in this piece of card here, this one, and I think I'm going to go with this side here for this one. So I need to go this way in. So I need to go 4 notches under the 6. Just come this way down. and then I need to go, so this one on this end, so I need to go 4 notches under the 6, because this is going to be the inside of the card. And then I need to bring in another bit of mirror, which I don't think I've got a big enough bit there. I don't have a bit down there, so I need to bring in another one. So I need to go 2 notches under the 6 for this one. And then 2 notches under the 6 for this bit. And that will be this one and this one for the inside. Just perfect. So that'll go on the inside of there, and then I need to bring this back in again. But it needs to be, so it's 6 high by 3 wide. So I'm going to try and do it this way. So it needs to be 4 notches under the 3. I'm hoping this bit is big enough. And then 4 notches under the 6, which it is. And get rid of that bit. Oh, bin. Let's get a little bit full down here, and then that should be onto that one, like so. So there we go. So I'm just going to put that to the side for a minute. I'm just going to pull this off. I mean, when I make card, I see lots of videos on card making. I watch lots of YouTubes, and I will also watch the Hunkydory channel, and I think, oh, that's a good card to make. And then because I don't make cards, don't do videos, and I don't make cards every day or every other day, I only make them like once a week. So by the time I've come to watching all of Hunkydory and a lot of videos, I do write lots down in a book, but by the time I've come to make them, I forget what cards they were and how they looked when they were made. So I tend to just like make cards that look nice. All cards look nice that are handmade, but the design, I try to be different with every video and with every card that every card I put together, and every design that I try and do, to try and be different. So I'm not making the same card over and over and over, because watching somebody make the same card over and over and over again on videos, maybe you want a bit of variety when you're making cards. Most of the cards you will make are, or will be, similar. It just depends on how you use toppers and how you use the card when you're making them. I'll try and make a variety with different styles. I've still got to learn how to do a proper cutaway or cut stepper. I've seen them being made, but when I look at the measurements from a diagram, I tend to not get it right, so I haven't made one on video yet. But once I get the hang of it myself, I will definitely do one in a video at some point. So I tend to I do like to make different sizes of cards. So I make 6x6, 5x7, 5x5, 4x4, 8x8s. But the 8x8s and the 7x7s are a little bit awkward to try and get a envelope to fit them in. So I have brought some craft paper to try and make my own. but I haven't got that far as yet. So right, this is the card that I'm making. I'm just going to pick my glue up before it dribbles out everywhere. So this has got the acetate, snowfall acetate front, and then it's got the design underneath, and then this one on the top. And I've still got a couple of pieces left from that bit of cardstock that I had. And then this is going to go and sit on the front here, like so. And if you really want to hide the workings under there, you could stick a piece of white card on the back of there if you wanted to, or you could, that piece of card I cut off earlier, which I don't know what I've done with that, or you can just stick another piece of this maybe, or a bit of patterned paper in the inside of that, so you can hide your workings on the inside if you don't want to show your workings. So this one I'm going to go in, I think, with all the toppers, not toppers, all the frames. And I'm just trying to decide now, because what I did originally planning on doing was using this topper, sentiment, sorry, which was going to go up here, and I was also going to be using this little snowman as well, and I was also going to be using this little fellow on here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to use him as well. So I think what I'm going to do is not use him, I use him somewhere else. And this topper, this little button, I might actually just put that on the inside of there like that, so he shows through on there. This one I'm going to be using all the frames, so I'm going to keep the frames all intact, and I'm just going to use some foam pads to stick this down with, so that these all stick and stay in place. And I'm not meant to be putting them on that side because of the acetate. I need to take that off of there. I mean, you can place them down like that if you wanted to, and just put a bit of card or something on the back, so that one should be alright there. Let me just put this one on the corner because I need to move this one from here without tearing my topper. So I'm just going to place that one on there, and then that one on there. I don't think I need many more than that. I might have to put another one across that top bit there, because I'm not really sure how far along this is going to go now. So I'm going to stick some tacky glue on the back of these pads, just so it gives me a bit of wriggle room in case I need to move it around a little bit. Sometimes I forget to put this on the back. Oops, found my bottle line, and then I end up not being able to move my sentiment, or my topper, sorry, not my sentiment. So you're going to line it up more or less with these 2 points here and here, so it sits on there just like that, so they shouldn't show through on the other side. You can, if you really wanted to, you can stick them down, but I don't want them to show through on the other side of my acetate. So I'm just going to get some of these little square, these little square ones, just to put on this one, because this is just going to go on the inside of the card, and then little square ones just to go onto this one that are going to go onto the front of the card. And I can peel them off. A bit of tacky glue. The bottles all need filling up. That's going to be my next job, to fill all my bottles up with glue. This is just going to go in this corner on an angle like so, and this is going to go on the inside of the card, so it's just peeking through the acetate front. It's going to go like that, and then, oh, I know on the inside, I nearly stuck it on the outside, so this is going to go up in this top right corner, just like so, and then there is that one. And I'm just going to put some gems on, and I put them gems away that I used on my last card, so I need to get them out again. Even though it's a different style of card, a different colour, I think these gems will still work because of the silver in the, even though they're a clear gem, they're not really a silver gem, but they should still work on the front of this acetate. So I'm just going to go in, if my glue it will let me, just going to put a couple in that corner there, pick up my pen, give it a bit of a shake around, and then they should flip over with any luck. If they don't, just take them out of the tray. So I just want a couple of them on that corner there. Might go in with one more. In this corner. The trick is not to get so much glue, but it doesn't always work like that. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then nothing comes out, and then all of a sudden you get a great big dollop. Just going to put a couple on this side as well. That one there, and then another one just a little bit further up, a bit smaller hopefully this one is. There we go. And then I'm just going to put hopefully a teeny tiny one. That might be a bit too much glue, which it is, so I don't have, do I have a tissue? No. Okay, I'm going to have to change my mind, oops, on that teeny tiny one. I'm going to have to come in maybe with this one and stick that one down like that. So that is card number 2, and I'm such a messy crafter. So that is card number 2, and it sits just like that, and you can, as I said, cover your workings on that inside, and then my my insert will go on this side here on the back, so you can write who it's to. If you wanted to, you could put another sentiment in the middle there, or I could put the snowman on the inside, like so, like that, so that when they open it they've got snowman on the inside and snowman on the outside. The little deer, they take a little while to dry, they keep moving about because they've got to dry off. So I'm just going to move that one to the side to let that dry off, and then all I've got left is that one and this good friends sentiment and the little snowman there. And I did have some card left over. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. So I've got a few bits of card left over from both cards that I made. So I've got them little pieces and this big one that I've got to try and pick up there, and that's my mirror card, and a piece of paper that I got out that I didn't use. Just trying to grab the card that I've just done without pulling the gems off. That's all sliding around. Oh, there it is. And that one as well. I've just mucked up all my gems. I'm just going to get my little tiny dobber, whatever they're called. Just going to go around the edges of these. just to tidy it up a little bit, because I've smudged them a little bit, but hopefully they're dry. They should dry clear, so I'll just put that back to the side again from my other card that I made. So I think that's all for this one, this set. I'll do the whatever I decide to do with these little pieces, I will do off of camera, and they would be posted on my Crafty Calamity Facebook group. So you can go over to Facebook and have a look at my Crafty Calamity group. You can join if you'd like to, and then you can see all the cards that I have made on these videos and the ones that I have made off the screen. So I hope you liked watching this video, and if you did, please do like and please do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be coming back again with more Christmas cards, as now we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, so I'm trying to finish off my Christmas card making. So look forward to doing my next video for you all very shortly. In the meantime, please do take care, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.